What's up, guys? This is Brian Graham with the Property Pilot Podcast. Welcome to episode 16, where we talk about the importance of networking in real estate. First, we're gonna define networking. The actual definition is we're going to be referring to the interacting with others to exchange information and develop social connections. You can Google that. Obviously, we all know what networking is, but I'm going to modify that definition to something very important. I'm going to add a crucial factor: reputation. Because the act of networking, just making social connections, that's great, but what makes people want to do business with you, or what makes you want to do business with other people? That's a crucial factor when trying to decide what businesses to use, what people to use, etc. That factor is your reputation. Are you a person that under promises and over delivers, or are you a person that over promises and then under deliver? Because those two separate distinct distinctions will have a massive impact on how people view you and how people view your business. For example, I'm dealing with a tenant that is the lower part of the unit is currently having some water intrusion from heavy rain, and I keep telling them, like, I will get to it. I have inspectors, I have land property graders coming out trying to fix the issue, trying to help me, give me quotes. I'm consistently in contact with that tenant, and they're like, no problem, thank you, I appreciate it. They give me great feedback, and I'm trying my best to get this problem solved. Now, she is going to be moving out at the end of her lease because she needs a bigger space, but she has already referred to me a friend of hers for that same unit. And that tells me that even though I haven't been able to fix the issue just yet, I've been able to make a connection with this person to where they feel like they're taken care of, and I've been able to therefore create that networking connection where they've already referred a possible new renter to me. Now, whether or not that will end up in a long-term lease, I'm not sure, but just to that point, that is a version of how to be able to connect with your tenants. Now, other examples: realty. You're an investor, you're a landlord, you're connecting with real estate agents. How do you make that happen? How do you network with these people? How do you get them to trust you, and how do you trust them? Well, when I call up real estate agents, and it's pretty much cold calling, because I'm going to be finding real estate agents in different parts of the country I've never been to. I'm going to be Googling, best real estate agents in the area. And of course, there's going to be different companies that come up with different reviews, etc. And this person is going to, they're going to take my call, and I'm going to say, like, this is what I'm looking for. This is my criteria, blah, blah, blah. Sometimes I've done that with 5, 6, 7 agents in the same area, and I don't get a call back from 6 of them. And then there's that one that may call me back, and she hears what I have to say, and then sets me up on a search criteria, and she'll work with me. She'll work with me and looking for making offers on homes, working for inspections, and then, lo and behold, we end up on a property, and then she gets the commission, and now we have a relationship. She knows that I'm not just an investor that's just calling to blow smoke. Where networking and your reputation comes into play is, let's say you call 1 or 2 realtors, and then you have a realtor that bites. You have a realtor that really wants to take advantage of this opportunity for you and as an investor, and he or she wants to set you up on a search criteria, and then you're ready to make an offer. Well, you say, hey, I'm ready to make an offer, and then something happens. You're like, no, you know what? Never mind. I'm actually ready to, and I don't want to do it. And they say, okay, no problem. Then you find your next property, and then you say, yes, I'm ready. And they're like, okay, let's do it. They make the offer, and then you say, no, you know what? Never mind. For these reasons, I'm out. And then you do it again. And then, 3 or 4 times in, you're now developing this pattern where this real estate agent is spending time creating the contract, they're spending time finding the property, sending you listings, and you're not closing on any deals, you're not making any offers. Now you've developed this reputation of an investor that just wastes people's time. So I'm not saying that that's a bad thing that you're not submitting an offer, because if it truly is a bad deal or a deal that you find is not beneficial, then obviously I would not say to make an offer. But that just shows you that you need to first like really vet your criteria, especially with the first deal. That first deal, I would try it with the first deal with that first agent. I would try to really, really not waste your agent's time and or use up your agent's time unless it's a property that you're very, very sure you're going to make an offer on. Because until you submit that first very, final offer, that agent is not going to truly trust that you're going to be able to close. Because if you keep backing out of deals before you make the offer, they're going to say this person's not serious, and that's just a waste of time. Especially if the properties you're looking to buy are cheap, the commissions aren't that high, and they're not going to really work that hard for you. So property management, same type of deal. I want my tenants to be happy, and I can scour the internet for high rating reviews for property management companies. My networking and my reputation is so important when it comes to my tenants, and property management companies not so much. Real estate agents, crucial because real estate agents are going to be helpful and in charge of finding you properties, ones that they're going to need to be your boots on the ground to help go vet it or meet appraisers, meet inspectors at the property, take pictures and photos and videos. Um, so that reputation with the real estate agent is so important as it relies on property management. Um, I'm in a situation right now where what I believe, they're ruining their reputation with me to the point where I don't really trust any property management companies that I've worked with. They seem to be neglectful. They get 1, 2, 3, 1,000 units, 400 units they manage, and suddenly mine doesn't seem that important. I'm at 17 units, and that's nothing to buck at. The average real estate investor has 2 units, or actually, I think it's 1 unit. 80% of real estate investors have 1 unit, and so they're managing 400 plus units. And why does an investor with 17 seem to be neglected? It doesn't make any sense. And so why would I be paying them to do a poor job? It also doesn't make any sense. So as a result, they've developed this reputation of not doing what they're paid for. And so as a result, I'm now managing my own properties, and I want to create a positive relationship with my tenants, because if how they're treated with the management companies I use and choose to use reflects on me. And so when we reach out to them now and I say, hey, I really apologize for how things are going. I'm going to be managing these units myself now, and I expect there to be a huge turnaround in quality and et cetera. They just say, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I'm looking forward to it. And that is now building a rapport and a stronger relationship with my tenants, to the point where, as I said before, they're going to refer me to, friends and family that are looking for, other units, because they know whether it's the price or the square footage or whatever, paying a premium or not or whatever, they know that they're going to get a quality service, that if they submit a maintenance request or they have a worry, they're going to be responded to quickly, and that maintenance request is going to be taken care of. I have 2 separate cell phones. I got my personal phone with my strength conditioning business. I have another cell phone with my real estate business. And I can see who messages me immediately, obviously on either one, but I can respond to a tenant within minutes. You'll get a management company that'll sit in an office and they'll respond to all emails at the end of the day, which doesn't help somebody that's in an emergency. So I just, I don't want my tenants to feel like they're not taken care of. And yeah, of course, it will take a little bit more time out of my day, and it will be harder to scale a business when you're the only one managing it. But my point is, you want to develop a reputation where your tenants feel taken care of and cared about. That's it. So contractors, networking, another extremely important class of professionals, because you want to develop a reputation with contractors, because a lot of them, if they're off site, you may not ever meet them in person. And similar to me, you have to trust people. So networking with the real estate agents to find the right one where you develop a rapport of trust between the two of you Using that real estate agent's network will now result in your network. So if you trust your real estate agent, they'll be able to refer you to the next person who can refer you to the next person. And then maybe the fourth person in finds a contractor. And now within their network, because you know these people, that contractor is willing to work harder for you because you're an acquaintance of someone that they care about. And that's the situation I've been trying to build with my team. The contractor I have used has been excellent. This person came in and remodeled a property for me. I gave him a deposit, and you do go on a limb and trust somebody that they're not just going to walk away with that deposit. For a contractor, someone may say, why would you pay somebody $5,000 or so before you've ever even met them? Well, once you've looked at their business and website and you see their reviews, you assume that they're going to do a good job, of course. And it's a version of trust. If they're going to walk away from $5,000 and they're going to steal it, one, that's a deduction for me because they stole it. But if they walk away with $5,000, that is a very short-sighted view. And I think many contractors don't see that, but you've got to find the ones that do, and you can get a feel for it, because once you start talking about a long-term relationship, contractors know, okay, if I steal the $5,000, I may be missing out on $50,000 later. And that's the situation that my contractors are in, because I'm continuously buying properties that need to be fixed up. I don't want a contractor just to do one job for me. So when I start talking about long-term relationships, I think that's where it kicks in of, oh, now I can work hard for this investor and we can move forward. So I highly recommend, building that network with not only just the agent, but, moving forth with not property management, because ultimately you're responsible for, your own tenants, but the contractors, because they're going to be ones doing the work that can result in more work and so on. And they're going to have the network of plumbers, electricians, and whoever to set you up with. And that has already benefited me, because he set me up with a buddy whose father does the landscaping and the grading for the unit I was talking about that has some water intrusion issues. So that's resulted in, getting a quote from his network, which is, again, exactly what the whole point of networking is and the importance of it. So this was a very short episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Again, the importance of networking, I can't stress enough, is so important. And that crucial factor of reputation is what's going to help promote your business without even marketing. It's when the word of mouth of people that are willing and wanting to work with you because you pay on time, you mean what you say, you underpromise and you overdeliver. So I hope you guys have a awesome week, and always remember, it is never a bad time to buy real estate. The advice and recommendations I offer are intended to be informative and educational, drawing from my own experiences in the real estate market. It is crucial to recognize that every investment decision carries risk and outcomes may vary. I am not a financial advisor, and the information provided during these podcast episodes is not intended as financial, legal, or professional advice. It is your responsibility to conduct thorough due diligence, seek the advice of qualified financial professionals, and make informed decisions based on your individual financial situation and goals.